Hey, welcome to GreatFurnitureDeal.com today. Today we're going to teach you about power supplies. Lots of different questions about power supplies. People have lost their power supplies. Their dog chewed up their power supplies. Lots of different reasons they're lost, and we want to explain what there is. So we have a couple of different products here behind us. We have a recliner, we have a LaZBoy, we have a love seat, a lift chair. We're going to talk a little bit about what those power supplies are. So if you'll zoom in here real quick, we get to talk about what they are. So first thing that a lot of folks ask is, hey, my power supply's gone. I've lost it in the move. My dog ate it. I have no idea what it looks like anymore. Help me know which power supply I need. So we're going to go over some basic power supplies to kind of explain what they are. So let's start with our most common power supply. The most common power supply is a power supply that plugs into the wall, and it comes out and it has what we call a 2-pin female connection. Looks just like this. This is on probably 95% of recliners, power supplies, or power recliners in the world today. You'll know that this is the right one for your couch or your recliner is if you look at the other side and you have this 2-pin plug right here. It's kind of bigger on the bottom and flat, and then we have a round single pin. This is what plugs in. So if you've lost your power supply, this is most likely what you need. Now, the important thing about this is there's lots of generics out there, and not everyone works the same. So the important part is that you make sure you get the adapter that provides this voltage that your recliner needs. Every motor is gonna take a different voltage, and so you wanna make sure that you get the right one. Usually they're manufacturer specific. If you have any questions, we'd be more than happy to help. But this is a 2-pin. Now, if you have a LaZBoy, LaZBoy in a lot of cases is a little different. It has a 5-pin connection. So if you have a LaZBoy, on the end of it, you're gonna see something like this that has a 5-pin. This is the power that comes out of the motor that will go directly into your LaZBoy to supply it. And so you can't use the traditional 2-pin, you need to use a 5-pin connection that looks like this. Don't confuse that with your remote controller or your button control. This is a power supply for a LaZBoy. LaZBoy is unique, they have their own power supply. LaZBoy also has one other different connection. This is for a lift chair. On a lift chair, LaZBoy has what's called a 10-pin. And the 10-pin, specifically on the Liberty lift chairs, has this 10-pin connection, and this is what you need for power. Now, LaZBoy does have one other connection that's pretty old, but we get asked about it. It's a 3-prong connection, so it's kind of like this one, but instead of having 5 pins, it'll only have 3 pins. We'll show you a picture here on the screen so you can see what that looks like. It is an older connection that's not even being used anymore, but if you still want to get power to that, that's what you would need. So these are some of the different power supplies that exist out there. And then we're going to talk a little bit about what's different in the power supply.